30 years. It has been 30 years since Brandon Lee's version of The Crow graced our screens and basically just made Halloween impossible to not see that costume everywhere for like the next 20 years. Yeah, we'll have to watch The Crow because
I was gonna say it would be cool to react to it since this one's coming out this year.
Yeah.
React to the original.
Yeah, we'll see. Because we just did 1408 and we had fun with that.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind doing a couple.
That was a crazy movie.
I know, right? Got Kate a few times. But yeah, The Crow 2024 with Bill Skarsgård, a.k.a. Pennywise the Dancing Clown. Yes.
Oh, shit.
That's Pennywise.
Are you kidding me?
He's the lead.
Yeah, but he's not a clown in this, obviously. He's the Crow. So.
Okay.
He actually looks kind of terrible. He looks like the Joker from Suicide Squad.
That's, well, yes and no. He basically is. He basically is trying to do something, but the makeup just isn't doing it for me. From like the promo shots, I haven't seen this trailer, but I'll give it a shot and we'll see how I feel about it. Anywho, here we go. Wait. Okay, we're good. Okay, no problems.
He remembered.
I remembered to have it on the headphones. So yeah, here we go.
What's the first thing you liked about me?
I thought that you were quite brilliantly broken.
You feel like my person.
You feel like my person.
What's the worst thing you've ever done?
I saw things. I shouldn't have seen any of it.
Julie! Julie! Please don't do this!
Ozzy, come on, dude.
When someone dies, a crow carries their soul to the land of the dead. And sometimes something so bad happens that the soul cannot rest. Until you put the wrong things right. You were given the power of a god. But you're running out of time to save her.
I'm gonna kill them. Every single one of them. And killed you.
Yeah, he did.
We have a problem. He came for us.
First impulse. Anger.
Damn, video game protagonist mode.
It's love.
Look at what you've become. You know that love promises only pain. You have no idea what hell awaits you. No, I do.
How many people have you loved?
I'll never be alone.
Oh, Rupert Sanders. Yeah, not a bad director.
I don't really know what to think about that other than it kind of just makes me want to go watch the original instead.
Same.
Wasn't the whole, like, black like under the eyes and like the face in general, like just a result of him being dead in the original?
No. In the original, it was basically... I don't want to spoil anything for Kate, where she can't really remember much of it.
So it's... I don't know.
Basically, the whole deal with this...
I can't remember much of it either. It's just...
Well, no, I remember everything from it. I watched it just a few years ago.
Well, I've only really ever saw it like shortly after it came out when it went to TV at some point, so I've not even seen all of it, and it was like obviously probably heavily edited. So,
well, here's the thing with The Crow is I would say thematically there are things they're doing in this that are different than the original. Things that I'm okay with, but at the same time, if they don't do it right, it'll feel cheap. And then there's also things that they're doing that I'm just like, this is literally just like them. Like, I'll say this, the film looks very well shot, in which Rupert Sanders, I've seen his work. The dude is actually a very talented filmmaker. But I will say that overall, this feels like treaded water. Like we've seen this before to a certain degree. But in all honesty, I don't know. There's just things about it that I feel okay with. And then there's things that I'm just looking at and I'm just like, it feels cheap. It feels cheap in some ways.
I don't understand why they want to remake, like,
movies
this
that don't
kind of
need a remake.
Right, exactly.
Well, this is what I've always said for years. Is like, I think they should try and remake films that had like a solid premise but were executed poorly. You know, some films I can think of in that regard are films like, let's see, it was a film from the 80s.
What
Go
a
ahead.
good one that I think would deserves a remake would be The Labyrinth. I think that would look cool.
Oh,
in nowadays technology.
You mean with David Bowie?
Yeah.
I don't know. I love the practical effects.
Yeah.
Although the
I'm
green
not-
screen effects with the dudes with their heads rolling, that
If,
is
I just
cheesy
think-
as
I
if
fuck.
they
think
use
it
modern
could
tech to
be
do
used.
practical effects, then yeah.
Yeah.
If they're gonna
Well, yeah.
CG everything, then I'm not really super
Okay.
stoked on that.
I'll say this: if they get the Jim Henson studio involved again, like they did in the original for the puppets,
But just let them use
abso-freaking-lutely.
whatever they've learned since then to add to it.
Yeah, just
Yeah, like,
add to it.
get
not,
rid of the
not
green
take
screen
away
shit.
from it, but
Yeah.
add to it.
And
you know?
get rid of the green screen shit and add to it and scope and scale. Because there's some parts, I get what you're saying. There's some parts of it that you could really pull the camera back and feel the size of the world that she's in.
Exactly.
I think you could do that because that's one thing. I will say this, in the George Lucas prequel films of Star Wars, that's one thing they did. The worlds you went to, although they were all CG, they still pulled the camera back and showed you all these amazing things
Yeah.
that were in this world. Whereas if you look in the original Star Wars, most of them are matte paintings, in the background with there's very little scale to it.
Mm-hmm.
But you can feel the scale in in the prequels. But this right here,
You know what I would like for someone to remake down
Yes,
the line of
I
ways?
love that movie.
oh yeah,
yes.
dude.
I
Actually,
love
get
that movie.
get someone who
Valerian,
knows how to make
oh,
a film.
Yes.
Get someone and make it a trilogy for God's sakes.
Yes.
Make it a
because
trilogy because there's so much in
there's
there.
so much that they could unpack
Yes.
with that world. I mean,
Oh God, the
and
world
it's
of
not
Valerian.
just they only showed one segment. It's
Yeah.
a whole series of comic books.
Yeah, Valerian's been going on for it went on for 40, 50 years. And Valerian and Laureline are two.
And the fact that Lorelai didn't have red hair, that
That's-
was really weird.
Okay.
I also want to see someone try Aragon again.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
I loved that book series when I was a kid. And the
There's
fact that the
movies
movie-
they've tried that seriously could have been good, but they weren't. So
Yeah.
they
Right.
should try again.
Aragon.
Right.
Aragon. I would love for them to try that one again because I think there was a lot that could have been there, but it was just executed so poorly.
Mhm.
I think if you
I mean, they didn't even get enough like from the first movie to be able to do. I mean, there's 3 books.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, get Peter Jackson on it. That's who I would put on it. Get Peter Jackson, hand him the reins to Aragon, give him $200 million and say, knock yourself out, Pete.
yeah.
Like, you and Weta Workshop, work your fucking magic. Do
But
your
as
thing.
for this goes, I mean, I don't remember the first one, so I can't really give it a very good, like, critique on this.
I will say
trailer.
where my head's at with it, with the first one still fresh in my mind, I give this trailer like a 5 out of 10. That's where I am, because there's things I like, there's things I don't like, and I'm seeing things that are leaning towards it not living up to the lofty, like, expectations of the previous
other
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if this
It
was
does-
the first time they had ever done one of these, I'd be pretty stoked.
Oh,
Right.
absolutely.
The fact that it's trying to
remake.
remake, and even apparently there have been different people that were actually the Crow, and the fact that they even are redoing Eric,
Yeah.
like, I think he could have done something different.
Well, here's the thing. They've done different Crows in the past, like for the other Crow movies, which the only one that's actually worth anything is like City of Angels, the second one. It's okay, but oh Lord, there's just like the last half of that film is just a pain to get through.
Well, like Nick said, this makes me want to go watch the first one.
Yeah.
The original.
Yes.
So
It makes
I
me
think
more
that we
excited to
should-
watch the original than it does this one, so that's not good.
Same.
That's
Oh,
my
God.
that's
So
my thing
be
on it.
looking forward to our reaction to the original.
Yeah, we will definitely let you all know when we're going to be doing that. So anyway, that's going to do it. This was The Crow 2024 with Bill Skarsgård.
Let
So
us know what you thought.
yeah.
I like Bill too, so that kind of
Oh, I do too.
I do too.
disappoints me
even
that
though
like he's
it
gonna
makes
be
me
the
think
main
about
in
it.
it, but I don't really care still.
Yeah. And until next time, everyone, signing off. I'm Nate.
I'm Kate.
I am Nick.
Be good people. Take care. Peace.